Um, so the topic that I chose to talk about is sex, which is something that I I don't feel like I get to talk to about anybody. Um, and so it's kind of like my issue and something that I've had an issue with for a while. Um, and not even because I think it's a bad thing. So for my sensory data, I know how it feels. I know what it looks like. I I've heard what people say about it. Like I know a lot of people who are really against like premarital sex, and I've heard many people talk about it, and I've heard also on the flip side many people talk about it being a very good experience for them. Um, I have a lot of personal thoughts about sex because I know, like, I think that the reason that God wants us to wait is because He wants sex to be important. He wants it to be special. He wants two people, when they have sex, to be ready for the consequences. I know, or I think that the reason why it's it's hard for people to wait is because they hear all that stuff from other people about having sex really young, and so they think that they're gonna, like, it's gonna make them somehow more intrinsically valuable to other people if they get involved in that behavior. And I think that for me, that was a big part of why I started having sex at a young age. But I also think now that I'm older, I understand sex differently. Um, as I've gotten older, I've realized that um, it doesn't mean as much anymore, and I want it to, which is really difficult. Um, and to get into emotions like that makes me really sad. That I feel like I I gave up something that now is very important to me. Before I really understood the consequences of what I was doing, and before I was really ready to deal with any of the consequences, and like it makes me really angry when people toss around sex like it's not important, and like it's something that they can just give away without consequences or without giving away a part of who they are. And like it's really sad to me that so many young women are pressured into giving something away that they're not ready to give away. And like I have a younger sister who's 17, who's getting to that age where she wants to like go out and experience things. And I'm scared that, she's going to get into a situation that she doesn't feel like she has power over anymore, or she's going to get into a situation where she has to deal with consequences that she's not ready for. And, like, what is she supposed to do? And, like, my wants for myself would be that I can stay true to myself in regards to sex, and I can stay true to what I want in my relationships with other people, and I can um, I can find somebody who respects those things that I want. Um, and I um, what I want for other people, especially people like my little sister and people that I really care about, is I want them to not necessarily like want the same things I want, but like respect themselves enough to stay true to those wants. Because I realize that everybody has different thoughts and feelings and expectations about sex, and like my biggest want for other people is for them to make the right decision for them and for them to understand completely the decision that they are making. Um, and I want other people to support me, and like I'm gonna hopefully support them in whatever decision that they make. And my wants for stakeholders would be for them to like know where they stand, but also be aware of where other people stand and like what other people's expectations are, and to just like generally like be respectful of that. Um, in in the past, like I gave my body to other people just in general because that's what I thought you were supposed to do, and that's how you got people to care about you. Um, and in the current, like I've really stopped doing that and started respecting myself more and putting myself above a lot of other people, um, because I can't care about other people and respect other people and have them respect me if I'm not respecting and taking care of myself. Um, and I would want in the future to to have other people not be judgmental of my past and to see the changes that I have made and continue to make. And if I ever am, like again, in a serious relationship with somebody, I would want them to still respect me and to care about me. Um, that's I think my biggest thing is I want in the future to have people like still just respect me and take me as I am, even though my thoughts, my actions have changed regarding sex.